bring one of my crime partners up here, man. I call him a crime partner not because we committing, heinous acts and breaking law right now, but he was a crime partner with me in that penitentiary. Yeah, we my man, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. He's from the P. Stand up, South Philly, stand up. He's standing over there, man, acting like he crazy. This is a good brother of mine.
No, you already know, man. The P.
Yeah. I want to talk about the day, man. Because we've been in there. We've been sitting out there in California together, and we've been to other jails, man. I want to tell the audience, man, of how, coast to coast is. Because, I done did time on the East Coast, and I did time on the West Coast as well as you. Yeah. We was out the West Coast together. What do you think the difference between doing both time, a time on East Coast and time on West Coast? Like, do you think one is more stricter than the other? Do you think there's more rules to follow on the East Coast or on the West Coast? Because you got jailhouse politics, y'all. Yeah. When I say jail, like we have our own rules we have to abide by. Like outside of, you can't go rob nobody or sell crack on the street or the police will come get you. We have our own rules inside the federal penal system. Now, what I'm asking you from your point of view is the rules different when you travel from coast to coast? Do they get stood on more? What was the experience? Because I was on the yard with you, and I'm going to tell you how I feel. But I want to know from your standpoint. I want you to go ahead and be straight up like how you was on the yard. No shirt on, tanning up, running around bullying stuff.
No, I wasn't on that take time. I think the East Coast is definitely a little more stricter.
The East Coast?
Yeah.
You think so?
The West Coast, Cali was open.
It was open, but I'm asking from a point of view like the politics.
The politics.
Like the way they carry it, I remember going to the chow hall and you couldn't cut across certain tables and stuff like that. On the East Coast, you could do that and get away with it.
No, I'm saying as far as the politics, definitely stricter.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
As far as the politics, I'm thinking you're talking about as far as like the motion.
I'm talking about the politics. The rules that we all got to follow. The politics, not just us, but them too.
The politics is definitely different, whole nother level because Cali got the gangs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
East Coast. The East Coast is a little different. They push it a little different as far as the gangs. We still got the gangs and all that, but Cali is really the, where it's at, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's that over there. So you gotta move a little different over there. It's like when you out Cali, it ain't no, I'm from Philly, my man from New York, and you got the New York, you got the Baltimore, you got DC, this and that. When you out Cali, it's you black, we the men, It's us against them. You know what I'm saying?
Against them.
It's like when you see it out there, you like, they come, you got down south dudes, everybody coming up on you, pulling up on you, like, what's up? You on the East Coast, it's like, your folks gonna come pull up on you, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody from Philly.
From Philly and all that, or you Muslim, depending on what type of time you on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So when we was in the jail, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm in the jail, you know what I'm saying? I'm Muslim, you know what I'm saying? I'm Muslim all the way to the end, but you know what I'm saying? It's like.
But they get that to us Philly boys.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
every 9 out of 10 that come through, we do be on the Asasuno wa Jama'at.
Yeah, all day I'm on that, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, we both know that, and when you in the feds.
And they carry this like a gang though. They carry us Philly, they call us Wahhabis for real, extremists.
So when you in the feds, it's like, you got the Muslim car, and you got. You know what I'm saying? Then you might got, if you from Philly, either you on Muslim time or you on Philly time.
What you was on?
I'm on Philly time.
Yeah, I was out of pocket. I'm Muslim. We really was out of pocket. But that's what jail created. That's how they created.
But it's reasons why.
Exactly.
You on Philly time or you on, you know what I'm saying? We say like Philly time is like, we on what we on, you know what I'm saying?
We checking paperwork.
We checking at work, you know what I'm saying?
We making sure you ain't in there on that.
Yeah, like ain't none of that. And we running around, you know what I'm saying? We running around. So it's like, if I'm part of the community, you know what I'm saying, Philly with all the brothers, I'm there, June, I'm in there, you know what I'm saying? Why I've been to Watkell, why you, all that. I did all that. I'm part of it, but it's like, for certain reasons, I can't be a part of the June because I'm doing certain activities in the jail, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want that on the Muslims. And it's like, at the end of the day, when something come my way or something like that, or whatever the case may be, I know the Muslims going to be on, you know what I'm on, but I can't because I'm on some other type time.
Yeah, you on some
buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm out here. I got the sack. I'm just doing whatever I'm doing.
What you had at the time? Cigarettes? Because I used to come get them cigarettes from you.
Nah, man.
I used to call over and be like, hey, Bree, send me up 2 roll-ups and you get the hollering. I know no, come outside.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, bro. Send me some cigarettes.
No, because he don't want to come out. He want to stay in all day and watch TV and all that. And I ain't doing that. Come outside. We out here.
He running the track, like, no shirt on.
Hey, look, I'm like this. We out here. We got to put on. You know what I'm saying? We was out Cali. It was only when I came there. I was just in the hole. I was coming out from Allenwood. I was just sat in the hole for like a year under a drug investigation. They had me in that joint. Like I was chopped, but they had me. Anybody that was.
You was like a little dog when you got to Victorville, like out the cage. You was hauling. I was like, I got that joint. And I saw it was different. It was different out there. We was like, mind you, when I got out there, I ain't had nothing. They took my visits. They took my phone. Exactly. So I was out there like screaming. I'm trying to find somebody. Tell the audience why they take your visits and phone. This is the stuff that the people that run the jail do. Yeah, like I told you, it's a jail inside of a jail. But then you got privileges that be snatched from you if you do certain things, like my man. So you went to the hole for what? To get kicked out?
I went to the hole under drug investigation.
Or did they deem that you was selling drugs? You know you was. You was going to get the sack.
Yeah, I was.
You was going out there. Your lady was riding. She was bringing that motherfucker to you. You was bringing it back to the yard.
No, I had anybody that was at Allenwood from.
You shaking and baking.
I came to Allenwood at 2008. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got kicked out of Allenwood 2000. I went to the hole 2012. I didn't get out the hole till like 2013.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it took me a minute to beat the joint. You know, they sent it to the feds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a
lot of people, a
lot of people don't know you in the feds. They still trying to get you for some shit. So you in that joint, you moving and shaking, you moving like I was in the joint. I was cool. You know what I'm saying?
But what did they take? Once they gave you your whole time, and then they sentenced you to a disciplinary transfer. Though you came out.
So that's what they said. So this was the situation. I went to the hole out Islandwood. I had the sack. You know what I'm saying? Running around, had that shit on smash. I had anybody that was there gonna tell you what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? What I was doing at that joint at that time. I had it. I had the will. I had my old heads was there. Shout out to Kern. He just came home. He came home with a little couple of years. He doing good out there. Kern, Reds, free Reds. He my man over here, Chess. You know what I'm saying? Out there. So it was like they was already in. I'm fresh. I'm young. Coming in. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in. You know me. I got 15 years. I'm like, man, what the f? I don't know what the f. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in this joint. I'm gonna be a little. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to it. I'm just there. I don't even really know how. But when I'm surrounded by dudes that got life and been down 20 and all that, and I get to chopping it with some good old heads that been. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. I'm like, oh, them they got like elbow and all this and that, and they spirits up. They high. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but you know, me being young at the time, I'm fresh coming in. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm, previous to me getting the 15 in the feds, I was doing little 2-3 years here, there, that little state joint, little county joints, fighting cases. I was always, since I was 17, 18, I was catching cases, man. Straps.
That joint was nutty, though. That joint was nutty. When you sit back and think about it now.
Man.
So but when you went to the hole, right, when you came out California, what else did they take from you? Man, like when you got to Victorville, what sanctions did you have?
When I got to Victorville, I had nothing. Like no.
So you couldn't go to the store?
No means of communication outside world.
What that mean? When you say that, tell them what you mean by that.
When I had nothing, they took everything from me.
So you couldn't make a phone call if you wanted to?
I couldn't call nobody. They took my emails. They took my they took my means of communication because they say when I'm on the phone and all that, I'm talking.
You talking about?
I'm talking in code.
I'm
talking in code about money and drugs.
Okay.
So
they turn off your phone, whereas though you can't even get on the phone. Your phone is going for a certain amount of time.
Phone going. They took my phone for like a year.
How long? My phone. So then they double bubbled you because they take They usually don't take your phone and your visits.
But this the whole thing, though, right? They took my visits, right, for 2 years.
Wow. So you could. That means.
But this the thing,
he could not go on a visit to nobody from the outside world for 2 whole years.
Yeah, for 2 years, right, Brian? So when I was supposed to get my visits back in 2 years, guess how they was going to do me? They was saying when you get your visits back, now your visits after that is going to be behind a glass.
Oh, so now you lost out of just being there where you could touch your woman's hand and pick up your kids.
What? I'm talking about they had.
Then you got to do it behind the glass because they know you going out there getting that.
Now, mind you, when I beat the when they came back, they couldn't recharge me or whatever. They came back or whatever. They couldn't recharge me, so I'm in the hole. They give me like, when I came down there, I'm smoking a tree, I'm doing all that. I pissed dirty, you know what I'm saying? So I was doing whole time for that. Now investigation in the joint, it'd be it's like 90 days and then they extend it. They extend it, you know what I'm saying?
So that means you're sitting in the hole with no write-up because it's an investigation. They're allowed to keep you for up to 90 days in segregation housing unit. I'm talking about you only go to the hole when you catch a write-up. When you catch a write-up, a high-level write-up, you'll go to the hole, see the DHO, that means disciplinary hearing officer, and then they'll sanction you, or they'll deem if this act that whatever you got caught for, you might got caught with a bag of wine, or you might got caught with cigarettes or weed. You go to the hole for stuff like that. Or you might got caught fighting another inmate. So now you in the hole, there you see your DHO. They sanction you. They take them there everything from you. You see the man said that after he get his visits back, after 2 years, that he's not allowed no visits. When he finally do get them, he can get them behind a glass window. You understand what I'm saying? He can't even have contact with his people now. When I say contact, physical contact, meaning he got to do it over a phone through a glass. Man, I don't even want, and then we be far. We was in California.
I was out. So that's the thing.
People fly all the way out there to see you behind the glass. That's the thing.
So when I get out there, when I got out there, I'm like, yo, I don't got nothing. So I got to get with the homies. When I get out there, I'm out Cali. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm already thinking, I'm like, damn, how many Philly people gonna be out here, or people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get out there, you know, getting word, nigga, like, yo, all right, when you get there, holler at such and such, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, it's gonna be, it's a boy named Brow over there, X, Y, Z. Now, mind you, I was already booked with a few co-defendants, you know what I'm saying? Right. I came in with, you know what I'm saying, with Leak. We was down with FDC, Rab, you know what I'm saying? We was all down. So we going to war down there, playing ball and all that. That's how I met. They was coming down at the time. They was coming down on, when I met them, they was already down for a little few minutes.
Yeah, they was coming down on RIT.
Yeah, they was coming down on RIT, you know what I'm saying? So I met them. I met some good dudes. I met them. I was like, yo. So we was just playing. I think Leak was probably coming from McKean or something. Where Leak was coming from?
Leak was coming from probably.
It was something. I think Rad might have been there, probably like Raybrook or something.
It was something like that. They was coming from somewhere.
But yeah, they was kind of, but I met them. So I kind of like, when I get out there, I'm like, damn, I don't know. Not a word. Then the homies came out. They come out and holler at you. They come out. So you know me, I want to meet the homie. I come out, send him whatever.
You coming out?
I'm coming out. I'm
you
outside.
Ain't no wreck. You ain't standing on the unit.
Man, I'm out there. I ain't staying nowhere. I want to whoever got to see, whoever I got. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing was I'm trying to get situated. You know what I'm saying? I got to find somebody I got bump into. I got to buy their phone now. I got to put myself in another situation because
you got to use another.
Yeah. I got to use somebody's phone and all that. Yeah. So when the homies come out, you know what I'm saying? The homies come, it's a few. It was
sweet over there on their phones and stuff. Cali was super sweet.
Dude, one thing I say about Cali though, Cali ain't really.
They running a different program.
Long as it wasn't no race joint.
They don't give a hell what you do.
Yo, I'm talking about when I got out of Victorville, bro. I never saw nothing like that.
Because they let you. Listen, I had a cell by myself for a year and a half. Yeah. They don't mix races. You're not going in there with a Mexican at all.
At all.
You're never going to pop in the cell. All the officials of the jail is Mexican. The warden, the lieutenants, the SIS, the kitchen workers, the school teachers, the dental, the teacher. Everybody is of Hispanic descent.
Yeah.
When I got off the bus up there, I knew I was out of bounds. Excuse me, the plane. When I got off that plane and I walked down that joint, shackled up, and walked into their little R&D.
Yeah.
And I seen all the Spanish, I was like, yeah, I'm out of balance, man. I done slid down a razor blade into an alcohol river.
No, listen.
I'm out that joint like, yo.
The whole, like, it feel like different. You feel like
the whole atmosphere, because it could go down at the drop of a dime.
You feel like, you feel the tension. It's like, and you know me, I'm kind of like, you know, when I'm laid back and I'm cool. My whole thing is, when I'm in the jail, I just want to live comfortably.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be like you same way we come from living a certain way on the, you know what I'm saying, on the street, or used to certain, and you know, when you in the jail, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you moving a certain way, and you a certain type of dude or whatever like that, you gonna get what your hand called for regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, men respect men. I ain't never been like, I came like when I first came into jail, I was like on some kind of like GL. I ain't really. Yeah. I'm from South Philly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Fifth Street.
Fans
you know
ain't on
that.
That's what the state.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, this, you get around and then you be like, yo, you meet certain Philly dudes, you like, you know, even like out on the street, you like, we from different parts of the city.
Yeah.
Everybody don't mess you. You can still be a weirdo.
Yeah,
you can still be a clown.
I got some of my closest friends. Look, you're a close friend in South Philly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got dudes down North Philly. Like the feds bring the men out.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
because we got to be around each other, especially when we on the West Coast. We're forced to get to know each other. You my brother. As soon as I get off of there, I'm like, that's a Philly dude. I don't even ask where you from.
Yeah, so it was like, the bond, I think a lot of people don't understand. It's like you could come like right now. This boy, I love him to death. It's my man. Ever since we met, I'm talking about on the joint. Like he used to. This like was like he know right now. And it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I live and die for this boy. Whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
and vice
so
versa.
it was like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
so
two-way
like
street.
The bonds you establish with the men, like real live all around, like a man, like a solid dude, you know what I'm saying? Like when you get in them places like that and you got time and you be around the dude for 24/7 like that, you like, this joint be like blood, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, this dudes that I met in jail, I'm tighter than I was with, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
exactly,
you know
and I told them about that.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
that you grew up with.
You out here with a dude that you know, like, any given day I know, like, this boy life in my hands, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It can go, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I gotta be with that, you know what I'm saying? So that's like, he'd tell you, I'd be like, yo, come out. It was like, I'm playing ball, I'm in the ball, you know, I'm out there, I'm popping it when I'm on the ball court and all. I'm aggressive.
We
you know
already rumble.
So it's
every
like,
time he out in the court.
I used to have games and all that. And then anybody, even from on the East Coast or whatever, but that's my thing. When we out there, the men coming out, we
but
out.
let me, I always got to get them a tells from the jails, man.
Yeah.
And a jump that's real. But you was in the hole, man, and you had asked me about if something really happened the way that it happened. And I'm going to answer you, but I'm going to go ahead and get an audience what they need to hear, too.
Oh, they been asking about this, John?
They ain't been asking, but this is something that I want to let them know on what's going on in there if it get crunchy. We got a homie named PA. I'm quite sure that you cool with. Come to find out, he probably did some telling or whatever the case may be. That's him.
Yeah.
But at the time, we didn't know this, so we rocking together. It's only about 8 Philly dudes anyway that's sticking together out there. So, I think you in the hole at the time. We just got out the hole, right?
Y'all got out. They was shipping. I was still there, or they already sent me to Mendoza. I
think you was still there. They ain't ship you yet because you was hearing about what happened.
I was in the hole. I was like, I sent a word out. They sent the joint. I ain't like it. I felt like they was playing because like we gonna get to that whenever in a minute.
This I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay, in jail, y'all, everything that you can get that's something that's on the streets becomes a high commodity because we're in jail. There's nothing that like regular stuff like porno magazines. This is what this is about. A butt man. For all the men, they know what that is. Somehow, a guard will bring it in and pass on. I'm talking about if you got a full magazine butt man, you are a multi-thousandaire in jail. Like you can rent this out to different people. I come rent the magazine. You'll show me the butt man. I'll be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna pay you $10 for 2 hours. Yeah. And I'm gonna go in there and jack off to this joint for 2 whole hours and then give it back. And he gonna give it to the next man, make $10 more. Yeah. Okay. It's a butt man on the yard.
But this is at the time. Not to mean to cut you off now, but at the time it was like some Jones. No, mind you might be on the, but remember at the time, your folks they had a Joan. It was a joint that came in, an exclusive joint though. It was the newest one though. I'm saying like, when you on the yard, it'd be some joints that might be floating around for years. They done got these joints plastic up, wrapped up. That's like that. They've been around. These is how you could die about these joints. You mess somebody's magazine up and all that. That joint don't come back right.
You will lose your life.
Come back. You could die about somebody trying to see you about that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a joint that just
that magazine is your real.
Yeah. So it was a joint that happened. This joint was like the newest one. It was probably like a year old, so we got some exclusive Pinky and all them at the time.
Oh my eyes, y'all know what we're talking about.
Who was popping at the time? They had the Jones and it was going crazy. They paid what? It was wars about this magazine. Like it was going down.
So look what happened though, bro. You in the hole. Okay. PA somehow he got the book. He got the magazine. I don't know how he got it or how he stumbled upon it. But it was in his possession, so he was letting niggas run it out or whatever. The magazine got taken by the police. The police went in somebody's cell, shook the cell down, found a porno magazine, took it. It was a guard. Took the magazine. Then when the police find contraband and stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen, they'll put it in a bag, but they won't let nobody take this to a regular trash. It's hot trash now, meaning it's a trash that we can't get to, the convicts. Only ones that get to, my man might got a job working hot trash. So we might go down to this trash bin and all that where only police can go and be going through all the trash. You'll find cigarettes. You'll find stuff that dudes ain't supposed to have. It's all stuff like contraband stuff. I'm finding brand new sneaks that a nigga snuck in. We taking,
all that.
Now, if you work this job, you coming out of there with everything.
Everything, yeah.
Okay. What's the boy name from Baltimore? What's his name? BD?
Yeah.
Something like that, man. Crazy ass BD, man. Boy, these Baltimore burnt out too.
He was down for like a week.
He was down for like a dub or something.
He was down for he was a kid.
Oaky ass glasses, always look like he on
him
Down
have his
syndrome.
pants up like he be having like minister like little
penitentiary shit.
Yeah.
Okay, he working the hot trash like I just explained to y'all. So he can get to stuff that people get taken by the police and get it thrown away. So if I had some brand new sneaks and I see the police put it in the bag and put it in the hot trash, I go to my man that work down there and be like, yo, man, I got some brand new Jordans, man. See if you can get them Jordans out. He might get them and come back, and I'll pay him. All right, boom. BD and them working the hot trash. These motherfuckers find the butt man. Okay. The little homie PA finds out that they got the butt man back on the yard. The butt man is no longer in the trash. The butt man is in the yard, on the yard again. So, because BD renting the joint out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, PA went and said something to him, right? But concerning this butt man. Man, he slapped all shit out of PA in the middle of the chow hall, bro. I'm talking about like slapped fire out this man's face, man. It was so shocking and shocking and just horrific that he backed up and looked at him and was like, why you do that?
He shocked him.
Like he shocked him. He was like, and then rolled up out the kitchen. Now, mind you, a good friend of mine is in the chow hall at the time telling me what happened. Mm-hmm. So I'm coming to the chow hall. I see PA bust out the back. You know you got an entrance in the chow hall. You got an exit.
Yeah.
He comes out the part where we going in there.
Yeah.
Like people still lined up.
He
going
trying
to
to get up out of there.
He's squeezing past people, but he walking fast. You know, PA little. He
bony
got
boy.
tears in his eyes. I'm like, yo, PA, what's up? He like, ain't shit, man. And they're arguing with a Baltimore boy. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah, man. They tripping. I'm like, all right. I'm like, yo, what they got in the chow hall? He like some eggs and shit like that, but he haul ass back to the unit.
Man.
So I'm like, okay. I get to the chow hall. It's quiet. Everybody in there talking, groups of niggas all around. I see the Baltimore niggas sitting on their side. They like a little, like buzzing with energy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to the table. Like, yo, man, PA just got the shit smacked out of him. I'm like, what PA? I'm like, I just seen PA outside the chow hall. He's like, man, he smacked PA out the chow hall. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, the man just told me he was arguing with a Baltimore nigga. He's like, man, Baltimore nigga just smacked the nigga out the point. I'm like, for real? So I'm coming out the chow hall, and then a couple of guys, we get up, we want to go find PA. You know who was crazy too over there? Him a Rumble.
I was just about to say, who was with you?
He won the Rumble. Beat it, yeah. He like, no, he not gonna smack my little man like that and just walk around and try to say.
We can't have that on our name.
You can't smack the homie.
And it's only a few of us at the time, so you know we was it at the time. We was it. Like we was it at the time. Because
our
like
group was doing good. We had all the work in the jail. We doing this and that. Now again, I don't say this to promote going to jail and being in there. I'm telling you of the things that's going on in jail. This in no way, shape, form, or fashion is coming out as this is something that's looked upon, good upon. Yeah. This is not good.
No, not at all.
This is torture to my mind that I remember these stories of seeing grown men tasting the slap from another person and he don't even do nothing about that slap. He looks at him and asks him, why did you do that? And turn and walk out the chow hall.
He tripping.
These are horrific things that's burned in my mind, and I just tell it to the masses where y'all don't have to go through these treacherous things inside a prison.
I was sick in the hole, man, when I got
there. So look what happened. So he ain't want to get with the all right, boom. All right, we goes down. We can't find a chow hall, whatever. Like we trying to go pull up on these. Yo, why you smack my homie? Cuz it ain't even gonna be no why you smack my homie.
You gotta get to it.
I find him in education. I gotta go to education anyway, because at the time I'm taking like a little computer class or something, and you know that he was a little slow. He was slow.
He was in there. He was going to school all day.
Yeah, special ed, and the don't even think right out his mind. So he got a couple homies. Remember the boy Don or something like that from Baltimore had the dreads and all that. So they know what's going on. I'm already hollering at them like, yo, your homie smacked my man, man. I got to see him, man, see what's going on. So we all group up and go in the bathroom. At the time, I don't got no homies down there with me. You know what I'm saying? We in there, we talking. I'm in there talking to him like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? what the fuck you smack my homie for, and this and that, this and that. He like, man, it steals me. Bam! I'm in there playing around.
Yeah.
I start finishing him now. I'm in there trashing him all off the sink but his homies right there. I'm thinking like, then they might try to jump me. But as I seen that they wasn't trying to jump me, we mixing. Yeah. We mixing good. But I go in there playing around, talking to him, and he punched me in my
face. Hit you with the whopping?
A bobbing. I'm in that motherfucker. Like, damn, I'm going ahead leading off with just talk first.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So now I got to catch back up. Yeah. I got to get him all in his kisses and all that. Yeah. But you know, they break it up, we get out of there, whatever. Now he come rushing down there. Then we meet back up on the yard. So he like, yo, man, you's a man, shorty, and this and you know how they talk. Yeah. I mean, you's a man and this and that, man, but he's a sucker, man. You know, I smacked the taste out of his mouth and he didn't do nothing. And I'm we looking at PA, he trying to walk the track. We like, we over here talking about you. Over here. Like, get over here and straighten this joint out and rumble this boy. It ain't no talking to straighten this out.
We don't care if you lose or what.
Man, like, that nigga went and got out of there. He went and got out of there after that. No, matter of fact, PA stayed on the yard. He just had a black hole.
He laid low or something.
Yeah, he laid low. Like, you can't even be with the homies no more. Every time you see him out in the yard selling his little candy and shit. Yeah, he all mingling with white boys now.
With his shades on.
With his shades on. With a PA tattooed on his cheek.
Nutty, I'm talking about. The new something was up with that. Like, his whole style was like.
I'm talking about, man, he slapped the taste out that
his whole little bop was little. Now, I used to be like, yo. But you know how we used to be.
But we lost the point for that.
But it never really was like.
We lost the point for that though, man. Made Philly look bad.
I was in the hole mad. I was like, yo, you know me. I was in that joint.
Like, I was in the hole though. Y'all had the yard.
I was like, yo, no, but you gotta tell them why we was in the hole though. You got.
Man, yeah.
The way they came for us was like a street joint, and they said, oh, this was a history. This like, y'all made history with this.
We got a homie up there named. I ain't gonna put him out there. I ain't gonna keep mentioning names, but he know who he is. Good old head from West Philly, man. OG held that joint there. I'm like 60. He like old pimp. You know what I'm saying? And when we get to the yard, he getting the sack in. He going down getting about 10 grams of dope every week. Excuse me, I'm lying. He had 28 grams of each balloon. He was going out there swallowing about 8-9 balloons.
So you know, when I came there, I was coming from a drone. I was coming from a heavy drone. So I was like, when I first came there, he told me what was going on. I was like, no. I got this boy. He right in my ear too, like, yo, I know you be getting. I'm like, no, I ain't doing none of that right now. I'm trying to get my stuff back. I'm trying to get my visits back. I'm trying to get all my shit back. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying, walk a little joint. They got me out on the West Coast. Oh, we out from motherfucking Victorville. This one of the worst joints in the joint. You know what I'm saying? And we was at a medium at the time, but this joint was going up like a high.
Exactly.
Nobody talking about right now. Like the Victorville one, the yard we was on. Yeah. Victorville one was the worst of the joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That joint was
stayed locked in.
That shit was like, yo, listen, it was a part of that jail when you go outside and all that, when you walk in the yard, that's like Kensington.
Yeah.
That shit was like, you know what I'm saying? Needles on the ground. You cut over here. I'm talking about that
there's
yard. People back there.
All they bring is dope all day long. And they like the black. They like the tar. They don't like the
$350 a jailhouse.
They don't like that.
$350 a jail. So that's what I'm saying. When I got there, I'm chopping it up with old head, like yo, I don't know.
I'm talking about he was hitting all our hands. Yeah,
he was like, yo. So
Philly had the
hey, look, but this is what I'm telling you. This nut, right? He tight as shit. He be like, yo. I'd be like, he like, no, I'm telling you, I got this for you. I'm like, no, listen, all I gotta do, bro, is make a phone call. Get me on the line. Let me get this situated. You know what I'm saying? He like, no, get with that. Time I don't know what he talking about. I'm like, and he gonna have everything for you that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, all right, let me see. I'm like, I ain't worried about old head. I got everything. I'm situated already. All I need to do is get in touch with my folks.
Old head had the hand up there.
Old head had the hand.
Man, old head had somebody make him a container, man. He had somebody make him a container like a refrigerator. Yeah. A little styrofoam joint. Yeah. And he had raw chicken in there. I'm talking about he was getting food fried on the unit every night. We'd go down to his unit. 4 pieces of chicken, fried French fries. Yeah. I'm talking about he was in there like a real like jailhouse boss.
If you had been in the jail, anywhere in the jail, you know them gray bins that you be putting a little commissary and all that.
Yeah.
He had his joint with the
it was
the styrofoam to keep it cool, like a cooler type of joint. And guess what's in the joint? So listen, we in the jail at the time. This weed getting that was the joint. I was like, yo, every day, send me this joint was coming. Just like you going to 9th Street to the butcher shop. Yo, I want quarter legs and we on
a unit.
We get that shit was coming to us every day raw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like raw, you can get whatever. Like, we like, yo, we we bossing up, yo. We got and send bribe bags, and yo, or we, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, I had so
that
much.
joint was different
I had so
down there.
much.
Oh, he don't
commissary.
want the, like me, I want the bread, man. Send the bread. I want the bread. The commissary gonna come because I could send somebody
I
to
wanted
the
the
store.
commissary.
He want the when we went to the hole, this.
I
he
had
kept
7,
crying
8, 9 bags of commissary.
Too much comments, like yo.
I'm talking about so much commissary. Like, listen, the man was giving
He don't
me the
want no
set.
money. He just want to eat all day and stay up on the unit. Get back home. Oh, man, send me some cigarette. Come out. No, come out. Come outside. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come out there. I gotta come on the unit. I get stuck on there. Then that joint be nutty because you come on the unit up there. Something might happen. You might get locked down.
Oh, you get locked in right
crazy.
up there.
I be stuck up there I'm out of pocket. Now I gotta go to the CO. Like, yo, I'm up on this joint, man. Get me out of here, man.
Yo, we was working
You know what
so
I'm saying?
good up there, right? We had the yard, me, you, him, even PA at the time before he was slapped. Yeah. And Tony Rome was getting the sack to us, bro. Like, they came and raided us at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning while the jail was still locked down. They came to all our cells at the same time. And we not even on the same units.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
on different units. Like, 4 police came to, and they ain't going to this cell until they already over here. I'm at cell such and such on D block. I'm at cell such and such on A block. I'm at cell such and such. I'm in there knocked out. I'm in there knocked out. When I wake up, they got flashlights, big guns,
Jones, all that on
I'm
you,
like, yo,
like a real raid.
I'm like, yo, my celly, like, yo, he locked me and my celly. My celly ain't had nothing. I
me and my
Cali
celly.
niggas to
Me and my, I got my New York man, my man.
They let them out the hole after like 2-3 weeks though. They let
had
them
to go
out.
But yo,
they came
but
for
tell
us.
Tell them how. So when the compound like that, so when I'm coming out my unit, I'm seeing dudes. It's dark. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
So I'm seeing dudes coming from different. I don't know what's going on at the time. So
it's us.
We like, yo, I see bro. Like, yo, we getting draws and socks and all that, like coming out this room like heavy, like
whole cuffed
mind you, at the time we ain't know this was the talk of the jail. They was like, yo, them Philly dudes right there.
Got all the heroin in the yard.
They got the yard. They controlling the yard. You know what I'm saying?
We control the whole yard.
So they like, yo, we got to get them.
Remember, you got tatted up. You got your whole. You and he went bananas.
I was going in.
We had all the.
I'm talking about. I used to
man.
look. I used to be in my cell, get a Mexican bull, and give him a gram of. I'm saying whatever. He a real tattoo artist. I'm talking, mind you. I'm talking about
real
like
tattoo
when you in the
artist.
feds. Mind you, when we in the feds, right? You meeting dudes on the highest level of whatever they on.
Tell them, bro.
Whether you scamming or whatever whether you fight dogs, whether you on whatever you on.
They at the top.
You meeting the dudes at the top of the food chain. Like I can literally pick whatever I want to do and go pick this dude brain for a day and be like, yo, listen. What you on? Yeah, I'm scamming. Like they was telling me about, and I ain't know nothing about no scamming and all that shit.
You got the best of the feds.
Coming in,
everybody.
I can literally just pick what I want to do. I want to meet a plug or something. I'm gonna go. So it's like people don't understand. Like what you run into is like the feds be like a little different than the state versus you getting every level of all around the world. People,
exactly.
Like you know what I'm saying, you in the state, you might get a couple dudes from PA, New York, certain little parts of Harrisburg. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a little, y'all meeting a certain caliber of dudes, but we meeting cartel people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All type of, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that done took billions of dollars, whether they scheming or whatever.
That's why I was in here telling.
So like, depending on what type of dudes you is, man, you can go in this joint, politic and meet certain people, man.
And come out better off than what you came in.
And this joint that turn you into it, you be like, yo, so it's crazy because this joint could tell you if you depend on what you come home on. If I wanted to come home today, if I came home and choose that tomorrow, I could tap in with it and be like, yo.
Because you meet the best of the best, and they serious.
You know what I'm saying?
These dudes, like, I'm talking about whole nother states. Not in Philadelphia, you know these dudes. These dudes, I'm talking about whole nother countries. He might be from Mexico.
I was on the unit.
Your man.
Well, I was on the unit when they kicked me out of Victorville, and I went to the unit. When I went to Mendota, that was part of like Fresno. That's like
exactly.
Fresno. That
right
was
there
the
in the street, but it was like
I was on the unit with El Chapo cousin.
Yeah, see.
Guess what? Listen, with the day I was about to leave, when I was packed, I had to do 3 years over the West Coast to even come back to the East Coast.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's like if you on the East Coast, if I start off on the East Coast, like you know what I'm saying, mind you, when you go in the feds and all that, you depending on where you from and all that. If I'm from Philly and they're gonna try to keep you. You know what I'm saying? It's called keeping you within your radius. You know what I'm saying? But what is how many miles?
Oh, yeah, supposed to be 500 flying miles.
Yeah, whatever, something like that. So it's like you're going to stay kind of like on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we the Northeast region.
Yeah. So especially if you right, you know what I'm saying? You right, you're going to stay within your region. Like, so like you get on a disciplinary transfer or whatever.
Like how we was out there.
They're going to send you outside your region. You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
California,
that's
down
Cali
south.
and all that, whatever different type of joint. So now one thing about the Fed, any given day, you can wake up and they talking about yo,
you going to another part of the country.
I'm saying? You going over here, man. Like,
I'm talking about wake you up like, and you don't know nothing. Come on, just grab that. No, leave that bag. We gonna make sure you get all that we gonna mail that to you. But we need you to get on this bus though.
Yeah, so.
And that's just it.
So what I'm saying is you meeting dudes on certain levels, man, it's like you can get free game from these dudes, man.
I probably wouldn't even met if you stayed on the street, though.
I know, dude. I know a scheming dude that was in there that joint. He was charging to get some game. Like, yo, dudes like, yo, I'm like, where you going? Yo, I gotta go on the move. I got X, Y, and Z. I got 30 minutes to kick it with main man. He telling me about X, Y, and Z. Or, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's about dudes that's been in the trucking business or CDLs or whatever. Like, you meeting dudes that's on these levels, the highest caliber. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, depending on what you on, you could tap into certain dudes and meet some real live, good all around men, man. I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? From all around the world, man. So it was like,
audience before that you meet the best of the best.
You meet some all around men, man, and you build these bonds, and because you around these dudes 24/7, man. Every day I gotta be around this dude for years. I might be with Brian. I might be in the job. I might be in this for 5, 10 years every day. That's me and my man. That's my walkie. We together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you build a bond that you ain't never outside of family. It's like, yo, this man, you can't tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing versus, you know what I'm saying? Some people like, you might come home and we might come home from jail and people like, yo, he running around with some jail. Or
exactly.
It's my man I was just with every day, man.
Every day.
I was with him every day.
I'm watching his life,
like,
and he's watching my life.
I was just literally out there. Me and this man done went to war before something. I done been in situations in the jails, man. I done went and I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I done been where I done got try to on the top tier making a movie, you know what I'm saying? Race riots, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting to it. Like, and it be like crazy because when you in a certain position, like, I ain't never want to be the dude that's like, you call like running the car and all that. Like, I never been.
I don't think Philly got no shot caller though. Like, we don't be having, like, we might got a big home.
That's what I'm saying. We got like kind of like
no,
depending on
you send 4 dudes over there. No,
and then you not like we got certain like, you know what I'm saying? And that joint was like, especially when I was at Islandwood or like Raybrook or stuff like all around Jones. Like I've been in like when I got outside the region, when I got to Bennettsville and shit like that, I had to be kind of like the boy because I was like the only Philly boy, and I'm gonna carry it wherever I'm at. You gonna know I'm from Philly, you know what I'm saying? Philly, and that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna be like, so when it comes, sometimes you be facing the position, even when you know what I'm saying, when it comes to you might have to be in a position where, you know what I'm saying, you might get to a jail, and when it comes to the, you know what I'm saying, the Hawk and the Muslims or whatever, you might have to be in a position where you might have to step up. Yeah. You might have to be like, yo.
The like, imam leave, like, you be the next one up there that know a little bit more Islam.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might have to so up. You always got to be prepared. Like, you got to be like, it's crazy, but so you might get to these places and it might be just you or something. It might be you. You might be the only person from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can't, you get to a point
it's
where
really like that in transit.
Yeah.
I mean, in transit, you might be stuck somewhere 2-3 weeks before you get to your jail, and it might be about a little 6-7 Muslims over there. Now you gotta step into the role of leading these dudes in salat. You know, don't nobody know how to call the advance, so you can move weapons.
I've been, you know what I'm saying, I've been in a position like that, and I had to do that. You know what I'm saying, and it, you know, even when I was up there, even when we got the Victorville. We out there with Abdul Haq and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Abdul Haq coming up here.
You know, Abdul Haq, you know how we used to be out there. Now, mind you, even when I'm out Victorville, like I said, when I'm out Victorville and we out there, I'm on Philly time. You know, I'm with the Muslims because you know what I'm saying? I'm always with the Muslims. They know that. But
I be on homie time.
Yeah, but I'm on homie time because I'm getting the sack. I'm running around doing stuff that's not, you know what I'm saying, in accordance to what, you know what I'm saying, we can't do this. I can't bring this. I can't bring this to the Jumu'ah. I can't. I'm out here moving haram. I'm out here got the sack. I got this and that. So I can't really be a part of that. But I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm riding with y'all. I'm coming down the Jumu'ah. I'm in the what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know. And it been Abdul Haq used to come to me certain times. I need you. Like, you got influence out here. You should come. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of times I'm Jumu'ah. Because you be out there in Cali. You know, they be so much blood and Crips, and they might be Muslim, and then they might be gangbanging.
Yeah, ain't no might about it.
Like,
they
bro,
they leaving right outside.
So like, yeah. Or they might be walking past Jumu'ah on a Friday. Yo, bro, where you going? I'm in the yard. The homies got a meeting. Like,
the homies got a meeting. They walk right past.
How you doing that? You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta learn how to do that.
So now, mind you, you know Abdul Haq. You know what I'm saying? So that's like when I met Abdul Haq and all out there, he was like, you know what I'm saying, it was. he was a good dude, you know what I'm saying?
Super
he was
good
like
dude.
On it. He was the same way, just like all he used to be.
Never changed.
I
ain't never seen him get mad at
He
nothing,
used to
man.
be the bit, but he used to know what we had going on.
But he used to pull
and
me up
respect
all
it
the
because
time.
he was, you know what I'm saying? He was a convict. He put,
He's a bull, though. He's a super bull.
And I respect it because listen, when I'm out in the yard drinking and all that, and I see spin, oh, that's Abdul Haq. I got to spin off.
Yo, we right there running from Haq.
He's like, yo, Abdul Haq, come, you see Abdul Haq, we out. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, yo, I'm gonna spin. He's like, Sonic, come. I can't. I'm like, damn, Abdul Haq, what's up?
He done
caught me with the joint. I'm smoking out here. I'm not on the yard smoking. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what's up, Shake? You know what I'm saying? What you going?
And for
like,
y'all don't know, Abdul Haq
is
a little Dirk Pop, his real biological father, man. $2 million in his trunk, man. Get money, man. Stand up.
Yeah. Me and Abdul Haq was we got the Mendota together too. We was at Mendota, him and his co-defendant. So I met him. We was out the same way. I had to at Mendota. I had to. They was asking me too, like to be. Then my old head came, man. Lonnie Dawson, man. Salim, you know what I'm saying? He came and was a putt. That was crazy because you know he was banned from like the East Coast, so he was staying out the East Coast. I had the pleasure of being in this. That was my celly for a little minute, man. Old head, man. Free Lonnie Dawson, man.
Free Lonnie Dawson
man,
around this joint, man.
You know what I'm saying? Good old head. Everybody know him. He been down for a little minute, man.
Right.
Good dude. So he put me on the handball.
Man,
he was, you know, his workout. For his age, man. You won't be like, yo, his spirits is up. He like, you know what I'm saying? He different.
Because they not
different. Like,
when you in jail for long periods of time like that, man, like I said, that becomes your world.
Yeah.
That becomes, it's only two things jail's going to do. There's no gray area. It's either going to make you or break you, and that's it.
Yeah.
Either you adapt or you just be a goddamn coward. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of men that.
So again, not to cut you off there saying that, but like you said, we not promoting like this.
None of that.
This is the same way on the street. Like the same way on the street when you got to sell drugs or you doing whatever you doing to survive or live your life or whatever you got. It's the same way, same rules apply in jail, man. Mm-hmm. Whatever you got to get to is you sending money home to your family, you doing this or you doing that. You keep, you know what I'm saying? I was away from my kids.
But it's a little bit more closer in jail. Like if you got to be a man. Like if you selling like Bree, you a man. You had the sack. You don't think was in there like, damn, boy, I'm trying to, but they just didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know
what I'm saying? You know, try to with a little slick talk. Yeah, let me get that. And my girl going, he might have bought 3 times. But that would come through
with that, because I had shit. That's why I got kicked out of Islandwood. At the end of the day, it was a decent. We was doing good business. He was spinning a stack down there. He was spinning. So it was cool. When I was grabbing, I was doing something. I'd do something with him, and then. But you know, it was a poker table at Islandwood, man. You had a joint where you couldn't get on this poker table unless you had 10 grand on your books.
Yeah, you got to be spending some
money. That was the little joint.
Yeah.
You had the joint where that was heavy hitters, like that was coming. They buying their chicks ranges and all that. He had the boy, you know what I'm saying? It was a boy. He was from Jersey, the boy Sheem and all that. But they was playing with hundreds of thousands at this poker table.
Yeah. So it's a lot going on
at the time,
there, man.
You know, at the time when I was at Islandwood, I had it on, you know what I'm saying? I had 2 chefs at Islandwood cooking on call, you know what I'm saying? I had it, you know what I'm saying? Man, my man be from Free Trez, man. Free Trez, my celly. Free Relion, that was my celly. You know what I'm saying? That free Relion, man, Area Avenue.
These men still in there doing this time, man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
let me ask you a question, Bree. Did the police change when you travel from coast to coast? Is it a different type of, I'm talking about COs, do they act? I think so. I think that they give you a lot more respect than these East Coast police do.
Yeah.
I think that they stay out your way. As long as we ain't riding.
Yeah.
Man, we cooking everybody had a stinger in they set. Bro, I've been on jails like Ray Brook and McKean. They coming through like, what is this?
Yo, listen, I was getting
a stinger is something that boils hot water for you or oil.
Yeah, listen, when I was getting tatted and all that up, and when I was locking,
man, they'd come past the cell.
They would come in, they would come in there. I would be in there drinking. You know what I'm saying? My little white light, you know, that was your twist too. You would get there, you would be on it. Yeah, so that's what I was, when I was in that joint, when I was going like really going through my bag, and I was a vicious alcoholic. You could be on them yards where certain yards be having like heavy liquor or heavy bait or something. This joint was a joint where they was making, you could put the lighter to that. I used to be on the cell phone, whatever, put the lighter to that joint, showing people on the street, like, y'all out there drinking that bullshit, in here drinking some
shit. And it's lit.
100 proof, I gotta put this joint on fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't, so like the COs would be walking by, like, that's what I say about Cali, like, they ain't care about what you had going on as far as they gonna let you do whatever. Long as the men cool and long as y'all standing down, ain't no race joint going on, ain't none of that going on, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all do whatever.
Man,
they keep y'all calm and cool and stop y'all from clashing or whatever. I used to be getting tatted. The CO coming in, yo, damn, Hans, well, you You going in, man? What they doing? What you doing today?
I'm talking about you had like 5 cells.
Stinging right there. I saw. Remember the who that old head chick? She went and put the joint in her pocket. They was making them hot joints, the burritos or something. She came, Jenkins. Man. She came and grabbed one and put in her pocket.
You talking about Miss Jenkins, the Mexican with the big old butt?
Yo, this joint, the boy.
Yeah, Miss Jenkins was crazy as hell.
I saw, man.
I think I'd like it to do time out California, man? Because the politics, which you had to stand on, and being in that penal system out there, and the police is carrying it. They treating like the police is gang members. I think.
Yeah,
I think they Serranos and all that.
No, I think it is because there's so much respect for the gang culture out there.
Yeah,
that they know where they can go, like how it, like I'm saying.
At the drop of a dime.
Yeah, they know where it's like. I've never been nowhere where like when that shit about to go down. We got Serranios, because that was a Serranio yard, right?
Yeah, that's Serranio yard. That wasn't because the northerners.
Yeah, so it was Serranios, it's Pisces. Pisces kind of like go anywhere, like right.
Yeah, Pisces they was punching on them out
They
there.
mutual. They ain't nothing. They put.
Yeah, they only banded together because blacks was
robbing. You got them MS-13 boys. You got all them type of boys, but that's the only yard where they will send you. They will put you out there. Yeah, send all the men out there. Call all the yards out. Call all the shit out.
And leave y'all
out there. Like that shit out there.
Out.
And they gonna be out standing out there doing with guns. Like, yeah, all right.
Y'all figure it out.
Even y'all figure, if y'all ain't figuring out today, y'all going on lockdown. So
you
whenever,
see groups of Mexicans and blacks
talking. The people, the shot callers gonna pop. Like I'm saying, like over there, you gonna have the head, like you know what I'm saying, over there, like you know what I'm saying, like you gonna have the shot caller because it ain't it's a no hands on policy. You know
tell them we're no hands on policy.
No hands on policy mean like you ain't. If I go through it with somebody or I got some type of disagreement with somebody or whatever,
would have never race.
Me and this man I can't put my hands on this man.
Yeah, you can't just
I just can't jump out there and stab him and you know what I'm saying, do none of that. I got to go holler at his people, and his people gonna discipline him or whatever. They gonna send him up top. Send him up top, man. You got to go to the hold. You got to go check in. You know what I'm saying? They going to discipline him accordingly to whatever is going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with that.
But what happened if they don't send him up top?
If they don't send him up top, the other people gonna be like whoever you got the issue with. There's people gonna draw the line. They gonna be like, yo, what y'all doing with it?
And we leaning on y'all lightweight too. Yeah, because y'all ain't carrying it accordingly.
Yeah, so it's like if y'all ain't carrying it accordingly, if y'all ain't gonna discipline them accordingly, then now it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna cause us to
crash. Because it ain't just about him now. It's y'all too, because y'all really ain't gonna let us come punish him. Yeah. And that's how we taking it. Y'all not gonna let us come punish him. This is the stuff that goes on in jail. I want y'all to listen to this wild, crazy world that's inside here.
Yeah, so it's like you can't. So now, mind you, certain situations happen because men. So and that joint used to be. That was the first time, bro. I walk out by 10 o'clock in the morning. It's 100, like 90 degrees, 100 and something. The sun was up.
I'm talking about the sun beat us up.
I'm saying, so you got all type of
up every day early in the morning. You know what I'm
saying? My whole thing is I'm all, when the doors pop, I pop. I'm coming out.
Because I'm talking about you walk past people's cells, they got their mattress rolled up and tied.
Ready to go.
That means there's no more laying down.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Your mattress is rolled up and tied into a ball. Your mattress that you got on your little bunk. So that tells you that there's no... Yo, people was getting disciplined if they go over there and take naps. Yeah. Like the Mexicans and all that.
Yeah, they couldn't lay down to at the count.
Yeah. Like they had a rule, no naps during the daytime. Yeah. Because we never know when we got to go to war with the blacks or something like that. They had PT time, physical training. You got to be on the rec yard.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say that's when you kind of know like the levels to this joint out here, because you got people that's going out there like not to look good and all that type of stuff.
For endurance,
y'all want to be ripped up and all that. No, you going out here to be gladiator, ready. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be doing something. You got to have something going on, because at any given day, these joints, this type of joints where you like, this people don't understand. When you in these places, man, your mentality got to be, I got to make it out this joint.
I got to make it home to my family.
I'm saying, cut off a law. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever, we can never question that, but it's like, I got to do whatever I got to do to make it back in my family. You know what I'm saying? I got to get out of this joint. You know what I'm saying? Because you in them type of environments, I done saw people get some crazy stuff done to them, man. I'm talking about
crazy.
You remember when we was in the hole with boy? We was in the joint. Remember the white boy ghosts and all them Aryan Nation boys?
Yeah.
They put a boy.
They cut his head off
and put him under the bed. They didn't find that boy till the. You know what I'm saying?
The police came in there and threw up and passed out on the body.
Yeah, bro, and I was with this boy.
I forgot that was my man.
Yeah, and the whole week with him.
White boy go. I asked him one day, but they Aryan Nation. They call them ABs. Yeah. I said, damn, man, he in the cell by himself. I said, Ghost, man, let me move over there with you. He said, nah, man, they'll kill me. I said, why they kill you? He's like, I can't handle said with me. I'm talking about, but this my man.
But yeah.
Like, we through the vent. He getting all the books. He sending everything over to my cell. He telling the guard, yo, Jackson, take that to him right there. Yeah. I said, why we can't be together, man? He's like, man, you know, man, we can't live with no man. This is the type of people that you get cool with. Yeah,
bro. I used to watch him go in the yard, break his cuffs off, boom, hit them joints. He knew how to come out them joints. Like, make him come over. He know, like, I'm just, like, you can
like,
see
this is the type of dangerous individuals that you around, and it'll kill you. He knew how to bang his cuff in a certain way. Like, so in the locker, unlock it.
So let me tell you this, like, if we out in the hole, you're gonna have different cages or something like that.
Like dog kennels.
So say me and Bri coming out, we in the same cage. So say for instance, I might already know it's a situation. So say for this, I'm gonna tell you how crazy this joint is. So say I can know like something's a situation. So me and
Bri, make it clear for it though. Make them clear for
like,
it though.
Me and you in this joint, and I can know it's about to go down. I can know. Say, for instance, the white boy might be coming at you. He done sent a kite and all that through the. We already know in this hole, throwing some fishing, sending kites through however we do, you know what I'm saying, whatever. They know, yo, when we go to the yard, X, Y, and Z gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Niggas wake you up like, yo, make sure you don't stand too close right here because we got something.
Yeah,
like, all right,
you know what I'm
cool.
saying?
Tell my man,
so,
all right, and then just be quiet. Everybody knows what's going to happen before it happened, but it's going to happen too.
Yeah, so it's like, what White Boy just did was a situation that can cause, with him breaking out them cuffs is a joint for everybody. That's a bad joint.
That's a super bad joint,
you know what I'm saying? That's a joint where, that's like a pro joint. Like, that's
I'm
a
talking about he
like,
come right out of him.
He could
and
come
then look, we all cuffed up. So now that he got the chance to do whatever with me or whoever.
Yeah.
Like,
so
they cut they code.
And they not, and so that's what I'm saying. In the midst of him coming out them cuffs, them people, them guards and all that ain't even gonna be around at the time when you choose them.
At all. They not even gonna see it.
They ain't gonna, so
it's gonna take a minute. Notice, he could kill you.
Cause the men ain't gonna draw. They ain't gonna be like, hey, call for help. Ain't no, but it's gonna be quiet out there. It's gonna be a joint. He gonna, whatever he gonna do to you, whether he gonna stab you up, whether he gonna do whatever to you out there, it's gonna go down, and it's gonna go down for a minute. So you gotta be prepared for situations.
You got to be.
Ain't nobody just coming ready. Like, don't think you gonna be in a situation that shit gonna come like it's gonna be over with in 1 second. Like, no, you ever rumble somebody and you ain't really in shape like that.
And
you be like, yo, what we was in there mixing for like 15 minutes or something?
No, that joint was 2 minutes.
Like,
you like, are you serious? I can't stand up right now.
Yeah, you like, yo, so that's what I'm saying. So you got to be like, you be in this joint jail, you just don't want to be sitting around eating cheese and all that.
Yeah, you got to work out.
You come to them phases where you gonna be live good, you want to eat good, you want to, because we was in that joint sometime and I used to be like, yo, we sitting back, we eating the top of the top. Like, we eating joints.
For jail anyway.
We eating food that's supposed to be on the street. Like, nobody is like, this ain't, like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I'm trying to make this joint like
vivid for him. I want that's why I'm trying to paint a vivid picture for him.
What we got going on right now at the time, like what they did with this jail, we didn't know what was going on with us until when it happened to us. Like, they was like, yo, once they got us down there, they was like, yeah, this was the talk of the jail. We was playing this for 2 days. This is the bus, one of the biggest busts in history.
I'm talking about we was selling so much heroin inside the jail.
Like, they had old head at the number 1 of the food chain. They had me at the number 2. They had him. He was the enforcer.
The enforcer. They had me as an enforcer. Yeah, Jackson
So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They had us like,
world inside
they
of a world.
Really tried to get us a whole new indictment on the joint. Yeah. They had this joint written up like, they had a whole operation going on where they had enforcers that people from low-level dealers. PA was one of our low-level dealers.
PA was a low-level dealer.
He was one of our joints. He
didn't come down there with us, did he?
He did, and he got right out of something. But it
was something like that.
It was something like, we had a couple people that was caught in our joint. Like my celly, he got caught. They you know what I'm saying? He was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He was a good dude. Education. He was always down education, so they had to get him out. I was just like, yo, my celly ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Let him out. So you got. But you know, their whole thing is they going to try and drag him for a little minute. At first, when we went to the hole, we was all around. Like, we was separated in the hole. Well, everywhere. So kind of going to wreck and all that. We might go to wreck and Bri might go out there. I don't see this nigga. He coming out on a whole different wreck, and we like, yo. So man, I ain't gonna lie. We definitely pulled strings. We was like, yo, listen, we all our men gotta be whoever on our investigation, whoever on our joint.
But it's all in the same range.
On the same range.
But when you respect men, they get a respect back. That's one thing about it. They gotta sit. They got a job to do. They got to come in here and sit with us with dangerous, violent criminals. And to make their job easier, if a person is conducting himself as a man, this police officer is not going to step out of his way to try to go above and beyond and be the biggest dickhead to you in the world. No, he's not. He's going to accommodate you in the fashion that he see fit underneath jailhouse law. You know what I'm saying? Where he don't lose his job or nothing like that. But, bro, we really had the Mexicans had to come to, it wasn't a piece of dope getting sold on that yard if it wasn't 066. I'm talking 066 is the last three numbers for Philadelphia.
I didn't know how this, when I got out there, now mind you, when I got out there, I didn't know at the time, catching that drug joint at Islandwood, whatever, they red flagged me.
Exactly, because they're going to be only
now,
emails.
So what I'm saying is the red flag me is now they got me monitored in the system is, I got influence and I got potential.
Introduction into the jail.
Yeah,
that's
like I got, I'm saying, I'll be, on some, I'm saying, basically just like I'm bringing the sack in. I'm saying still continuing. They call it still continuing. What's that? Criminal activity or something whatever it is. But they on that type of time, so they basically red flagged me. Now when I got to Victorville, I know my write-ups or whatever was still in the joint, but I beat the feds ain't picked my joint up. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. It was I'm alright. I'm thinking I'm cool, but they got me in the system as red flag. Influence got the potential to bring drugs into the jail, introduce that's what I'm on. So when we catch this joint and all that, now mind you, we on different people eat the Victorville. I'm telling you you can literally be on the phone. You can sit there and be on the phone, put 50 codes in back to back. I can buy. Now, mind you, we got the sack. I got fiends running all around this joint. These people ain't got no money or use no phone or none of that. I'm sending them money on their joint, using their phone. I don't got no phone. They took my phone. You know what I'm saying? They took my phone. I got this shit for They talking about my visits and all that. I don't got nothing. So I'm on people email. I got to use people email. I got to use people phone. I got to be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sending.
You got to pay for this.
So it's nothing for. So that was the first joint. Now, mind you, on the East Coast and all that other type of shit.
They running down.
On the cone, you can't sit on no phone and be using different codes.
You better not keep using that code every day. You better use it once a week.
What? You could sit there. You could.
Come tap you on your shoulder while you on that joint.
On the you go with Tony Rome. This got a chair. Tony Rome had a chair at this one phone. Nobody went on that phone.
Yeah, he did. I forgot about that.
Sock on the joint.
I was about to say a sock on the phone.
Sock on the phone. That joint hanging. A chair right there. Nobody. I never.
But listen, you know what though? It wasn't because they was scared of him.
He was respect. So that.
It was because he just carried.
He was just a real man.
He was getting the mother.
See, this the thing. When you in them jails, right, and you touching a sack or you doing whatever you doing in jail, you gotta really same way on the street, you touching the sack, you gotta really take care of it. Men not even doing that, but you gotta just make sure you gotta show love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think
the people around you.
Yeah, you gotta think we in a place where it's rats, all that shit out there. So you got people dropping kites on you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had on my joint too. People was dropping kites on you. Oh yeah, he doing this. He doing this. You know what I'm saying?
The police office might have wrote,
they telling them
selling dope in 213.
Yeah.
I could go up there and then I think he up there bagging up, to go to the office and drop it under the door and keep pushing. That's called dropping a kite. So when
they ran in my cell at Islandwood, when they came, me and Relion was cellies at the time. Me and Relion stayed in the hole for. Relion was supposed to go home too. So Relion stayed.
Slowed him up a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah, because he caught a nut right up some joint down there. I forgot some nutty joint. It was nutty, but that was my cellie on the joint. So when we got booked for the joint, I'm just telling them, yo, Relion, he ain't got nothing to do. They like, no, he part of the joint too. Yeah, it was like, yo, so now me and Relion down there, when I'm in the joint, I got everything coming. I got the magazines, my people's always made sure I was straight in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Always, but is that joint be like, we was down there just having it our way in that joint, and it'd be like, yo, I sat in that joint for a year. They red flagged me, they sent me all the way out this joint, and now I don't got nothing. So now I got to,
mad as hell.
I got to figure it out. And we was out there, like I said, we out there. But Tony Rome was like a real live man that just made sure that everybody was straight.
That everybody ate around him.
Everybody ate, as far as not even that. Man, he saw you needed something or whatever. He saw you was like a good dude, but you ain't having your people wasn't looking out and all that. He'd be like, yo, man, send me your information, man. I'm going to have my people, put something on your books or whatever.
He ain't putting no 50.
Whatever, no.
You might have $400 to $500 there.
And
this from a dude that's inside jail with you.
Yeah, don't know you from a can of paint, just know you a good dude. And
he was older, though. He had little pimp swag.
Yeah, he had that.
When you seen him, man, you be happy. They go over here and tell me.
And he going to be popping it, talking to
talking about what my young boys out here doing, what Philly doing, we standing on. I'm talking about he was a big time Philadelphia boy.
He on heavy, he ain't want to, he was like just one of them ones. Like, yeah, I'm from Philly. We like all my young boys. Like we on it. Like that's what we
I'm
on.
talking
Like,
about if it
you
was,
can't say ain't nothing nobody ain't got that we ain't got. Like we got with all the exclusive. Like this what we on. You know what I'm saying?
If it was 1,700 people on that yard, around about, I'm gonna say over 1,000 people was getting high. Out of 1,700 people, is that a safe guess?
I'm gonna say 1,500.
I'm talking about these Mexicans like, is using dope all
at an all-time
long.
rate.
I'm talking about at an alarming rate.
The highest. I'm talking about. I ain't never saw no. And that's the first time I saw when I saw
people got needles. You take the needles out of medical. They coming out selling needles. They coming out with a whole little bundle, 10 of them. They selling them joints like $50 a piece.
And that's the first time. That's the first time I saw the. That's when I first started seeing. That was when I got out of Cali. That's when I started seeing the subs and all that. I saw a Mexican put the joint in his eye. I was
like open his eye, put a piece on it.
Put it. I was like,
they say it's a hell of a burn, but it's a hell of a high too.
I was like, yo, this is different. Just how the bread was set up out there. I'm talking about. You was buying. I was spending. You know, I was running through books. He don't never want to know. He was coming like, I know you got those books and stuff, but you got it. But all he want to do is eat, y'all. But he was just like just chilling like, yo, nigga, I want to eat. He up on the block, they frying, they doing all this. He got the, you know what I'm saying? He had his little squad up there and they was just chilling though. They was up there. I used to go up there, pop some cool, he had some cool dudes, Midwest niggas, what, them nigga L and all them.
Yeah, L Mac and all them. Yeah. L Mac, my man.
That's what I'm saying. So
shout out to L Mac,
you
man.
meet some good, you meet some, T-Lo.
All my Crip out Cali, man. Shout out to my Cali Crip.
Yeah, T-Lo was the big light skin boy, right?
The green eye.
Yeah.
Where we were, Fire Trade neighborhood. Stand up neighborhood.
I miss
Freedom Men.
Everybody out there, John, man. I met some good Cali dudes out there, man. Good dudes out there. I made some real live connections out there with them dudes out there. Real live dudes, man. So, like, I think once you get out to Cali and you understand the culture and you learn that, you be like, oh, all right.
So overall, it's a better bidding from the East Coast then.
Yeah, for sure. All the way.
Hands down.
I was like, before I got there, I was like, man, I ain't got nothing. When I got out there,
I was so mad. Listen, this is what the guard told me. I was in the hole. I was in Williamsburg, South Carolina. Mm-hmm. And I said, yo, man, I already knew I was in for a transfer. Mm-hmm. So I said, yo, I get designated. You know, you got to keep asking them. You want to see if you designated because you ain't getting out that hole till you go to your jail. So he said, yeah, you designated. It was two twin brothers. They were Spanish that was working the hole. And I said, Lopez, where I'm going? He was like, it never rains in Southern California. Because they ain't allowed to tell you.
They ain't going to tell you. They got to put you on in a certain way.
Let you know, like, what climate area you going to and stuff like that. And he just started saying, like, Jack, you designated Jackson. I'm like, where I'm going? He was like, it never rains in Southern California. I was like, yo. He like, yeah, boy, they said to you. I'm like, and now, mind you, I'm there in South Carolina at the time. Mm-hmm. I go from South Carolina to sunny California. Wow. Unbelievable. I'm talking about in the drop of a dime. I made it out there, right? That probably was one of my fastest transits. I left there on a Friday, right? I left there on a Friday, went to the airport. The airport took me to Oklahoma. Boom. I stayed the weekend. They woke me up Monday morning and flew me to California.
I was just about to say, I think when
I was only in transit like 2 days.
I was about to say, when I got to Oklahoma or something, I don't even think I stayed the night or something.
You woke up the next morning.
I got there in the morning time, they was waking me up. Yeah,
man. I kind of like, if I had to do time, which I would never do time again, ever, and I advise y'all, if you out there breaking law and, like I say, I always tell you to go ahead and do it if that's what you choose to do. But these jails, man, is waiting for you. They are alive. They are operating underneath a act that you may not know about unless you go to jail. And I'm here, me and my brothers and all that, we up here, and we're pumping to you what's going on in here where you can stay from out of there.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't nobody want to be, faced with, we did things and it might seem like we glorifying it, but we ain't. We're reliving it. We're recounting actions that we made to while we was in there, man. We had to do what we had to do to survive, man.
Hey, listen, I don't want to cut you off on that, bro, but I want to explain the situation that I got into in the joint. Because this one I got to Bennettsville. So you already know. So now you kind of like me. You've been around different, you know what I'm saying, different regions and all that.
Yeah,
so Venice, when I got to Bennisville, I had 2 cell phones. I was lit.
And that was at the FCI.
Yeah,
and for you to have that at the FCI or a penitentiary is high.
I had a joint I was renting, and I had my own personal joint. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that was a whole different, just black people. The COs, the staff.
How they act? I think
them black chicks walking there talk to you crazy in that joint. Yeah, what? Pull that dick out. They you be like, what?
Oh, they in there on that.
They be popping it in that joint.
They tell me the South jails is like.
Them chicks was popping it in there. You could pop it back, and they popping it.
So you saying it's different? So you saying different ethnic guards carry it different?
Yeah, it was down south. I'm talking about they'll walk around. It was a few seals in that joint, man. You could.
Made a baby around, down there.
They'd catch you on the joint itself. He be in there chilling. What you in there? I'm in there drinking or whatever. All right, yeah, I know you ain't going to stay in that cell. Stay your ass out in that joint. Don't come out. Don't come out and tip. Like, don't come out and draw.
Right.
You got your jack. You in there with your little liquor, whatever your vice you on. You rock out.
Right.
That joint was different over there. The bread was different. It was like the cell phones was. You had a little cell phone. You was renting just for your little porn and all that. You could rent that joint out, and people were, man, what dude was killing? Dude was making thousands of dollars off this joint. Yeah. A phone, a porno phone, like you was a phone,
smartphone,
just for personally just to watch Pornhub or whatever you on there. This dude was paying this for an hour. People was paying this dude like 30 bucks, like whatever. I forgot the price at the time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, mind you, the stamps is the currency though. But you know what I'm saying? You paying this bull. He renting, you got people, you got real live men, you know what I'm saying? So now you went in the jail, and you might, you know what I'm saying, if you people are like, yo, listen, yeah, you got real live men in jail. Yeah, I'm going to pay that. I don't want that. You won't be catch me playing with no boys, no men, no none of that. Nigga, I'm going to look at this fiend. I'm going to be looking at these, you know what I'm saying, these magazines or something, whatever. I won't be catching me playing with
written.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I know when I went to Fort Dix when we had the phones at, before I got my own phone, I was renting for like 3 hours a day.
Yeah, so when, like I'm saying, if you get to them, you got to cherish them phones. When you get to them places where ain't no phones and you are used to them phones, you be sick. You be like, you don't know how to live. You don't know what to do. You know
it's like you really in jail. And that phone give you a sense of release from prison, man.
Man, I used to be going through.
You can talk to your baby whenever you want to talk to her, your kids, your mom. When you can actually call, like a phone in jail. Like if they was to let you buy your own phone in jail, it'd be a lot of it, because I was up here talking about it last week, like if they let you have conjugal visits.
Yeah.
How the violence would, you know, and the things you had, it wouldn't
it wouldn't be no rat.
Imagine if you was out to get conjugal visits and you get a cell phone, but you had to stay right up free for 3 years, but they make no strict. Everybody be doing what they said do.
But them saying everybody would be doing what they said do, but I think it'll still be a little, because you got some people that ain't gonna be able to do this. You got some people ain't got no chicks.
You got some chomo.
People ain't got that money to buy no cell phone, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm talking about they was selling it on Commerce.
Oh, yeah, they gonna find a way to get that.
Yeah, like these drones come like how the MP3 players
come.
You know
what
I mean? You go in, they put your number on the back of your phone and all that.
But I think in every situation like that, it's still gonna be, because you gotta think about it. Same way on the street, you always got the wolves. So now you got the lurking on. Same way.
Yeah.
Only reason why don't steal MP3 players in jail, because it's hooked up to your joint.
And it'll die every, 15 days.
Yeah,
you got to go revalidate.
So if it was a way they could do it like that, as far as had the joint on your cell phone to be only you, then it'd be cool. But if it was like a free range on, I could just get up and get brought. Oh, it's wolves. People can stab them. They what?
Yeah.
Because you see how it go right now about cell phone. You go to the right jail and they got a jack. Like, oh, what?
We going to take. And if you ain't no man, we coming to get that.
Yeah, I need that.
How you going to be on the phone? But I can't. No.
Yeah.
Under no circumstances.
And it ain't got to be under no crazy act. I could just come under the. I might come under the act. I'm about to rent this joint. I might drop that 30 bucks on him at one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Huh? Let me get that, homie. Yeah, I want to rent this joint. Yeah.
You got that joint for an hour.
Yo, he knocking on your joint talking about 30 minutes up and all that, man. And whatever happened on, but you're not, I done tucked this joint already, bro.
You're not getting this phone
Listen,
back.
bro, once I get in the mix with this boy, after I rumble or I knock him out, whatever happened, we got a cell phone.
Yeah.
You got that. Secure that. That's secured. I'm about to go out here and secure
I'm about to pay for it right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This how I'm paying for
we going, you know what I'm saying?
This how I paid for the phone.
Secure it, you know what I'm saying? This how I'm going out here, whatever happened. Yo, listen, man. Cops came, I had to get rid of that joint, whatever. If he ain't going for it, then wobby, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, you gotta go.
You know that wobby.
That's the rules of this joint, man. Like, but so I'm saying, like, every different strokes be for different folks in that joint. You got cell phone, I was in that joint running my movie with that. I think that's the only way I stayed. Like, really, I got a hell of a support.
So you think cell phone is like the biggest contraband in jail?
I couldn't live my life without a cell phone in jail, man. I came from like, that shit was like, up all nights on cell phones.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm in there on a FaceTime in my cell. I ain't got no
You learn how to make a battery charger and everything.
Yeah, I got that joint. Hooked up everything. But I'm saying
the Mexicans
I
make
ain't
that.
got the COs respect me to the point where they can't. And I'm on Philly time. I got the car on Billsville. I'm the Philly. I'm the head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the you got to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't got no celly. They not putting nobody. I can pick and choose if I do see it. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm in my cell by myself. Ain't nobody coming in here.
Yeah.
I'm in this joint butt ass naked.
Yeah. With your phone.
My chick's in there running. I'm running my movie with this joint. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You got Nick. That's keep me alive. I'm on the gram. I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I'm on.
That would make you.
All that, I'm popping.
That really
give you a little life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's your drink right there. So that's what I'm saying. When
you can keep your girl.
When you able to move around in the jail and the men respect you and you able to be, it's a whole different living versus you running around that joint stressed out. My girl left me. I ain't got no money. Nobody seen it. So when you maneuver,
it get crunchy in there. The girls leave and that money slow up.
Man.
So then you gotta figure it out.
I had a chick, man. She went left. She ain't even go left. She just had like my whole joint was you cut into me at the beginning of my bed. I had a lot of chicks at the time. I had some joints.
When you first come in, boy, you be low.
Yeah, I was low, and she cut into
them
me.
Joints be dropping like flies after a while.
She cut into me, man. It was like, damn, I want to be a chick and all that. Like, though, but that's my folks though, good John. But
to this day,
yeah, that's to this day. That's my folks though. But she said like that was the rule. I was like, yo, if we locked in, we gonna like that was the one. I'm saying that was making sure I was straight and all that in there. Like as far as getting me right. I'm saying with the sack and all. You know,
that's
love
baby. That's baby.
You know, I used to be.
You love her. You a love bug too, bro. My man Slider called me a love bug, but you was a love bug too.
Yeah, that was you would be like, damn, what's up with you?
I come out there and ask about your girl. What's up with your girl? I be like, yo, what's up with our baby, man? She sent us some
magazines. Some magazines.
She was sending all the magazines.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, she was a shout out to you, sis. Man, listen, man, you gonna have a lot of, good happen to you for how you take care of the men that's when they in their depression and down and out.
She made sure the homies was straight, man.
I'm talking about all of them. She put money on my book.
I was like,
we all book,
This I'm telling you, me and this boy used to bid all day. I'm talking about the bid. And I'd be like, yo, man, send my girl some money, man. Send my bitch. She be like, who you talking about, man? Brown black guy, he get on my fucking nerve.
Yeah.
Because, yo, this one thing about this bull, man, good dude, good big, like all around, like, you know what I'm saying, good dude, though. But this bull, and you got it, that want it, and he means that say he want that. He gonna bug you all day. He'll sit up on it. Bree, come on, man. I'm trying to get this. I want to gamble. I'm like, bro, you up there with it. What you did with all yours? He a tight one. That boy, all we got to the whole, they had unlimited. They said, yeah, you know what's up with your man. Let me get the tie. He had 30, but like, come on, bro, what you doing with all this shit?
I had a lot of time though, Bree.
Yeah, you had.
So my thing was like when I got kicked out of Fort Dix, right? It was crunchy for me at the time, man. At the time, man, a couple of my brothers and all them on the street was making, the transition to becoming law-abiding citizens, man. So, you lose contact with people every once in a while, especially good people, man.
Yeah.
And it become hard in there, man. Just because we in jail and we get 3 hots in a cot don't mean that we're being taken care of in a great condition. No, it does not mean that. Yeah. You still need that outside support to, to be comfortable.
That's
in
the
that
outside
joint, man.
support, man. The support system is everything. Your team, man, the people you got, man, that's there for you.
It's everything.
That's because I know dudes, man, that can't call home, man, and get a soup, can't get
nothing,
like nothing. But they be some genuinely good dudes. It's just like ain't nobody there for them.
But I say that to say, man, like I said, I've been around you, good dude, my brother. I got a homie, Jamar. When I left, they used to kick me out the jail. I had a cell phone that was left at the jail. He knew where the stash was at because he got a phone. So I'm in the lieutenant office. They telling me I'm going to the hole. I'm getting transferred. So I'm sending him, I'm seeing dudes coming back from a medical trip. So they got to walk past me while I'm in the holding cage in the hole. So I'm like, yo, can you get this letter to Jamar right here, man? And tell him, man, can he please sell that cell phone to me, man? Send it to my account. Like, in order for a dude to do that, he got to be an honorable dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because when you leave there, like me, I ain't gonna lie. If you my man and you left the jail and I had your cell phone, I'm not selling that, cuz, and sending you the money. I love you, though. I'm going to catch up with you at the next joint.
No, but, I mean, certain steps, I'm going to be like, bro, you going to do the right thing. I'm like, yo, bro, I know you need it.
Yeah, exactly,
my man. I know how you do. I know what you want with it.
Disrespect.
So I already know, bro. Just send me something somewhere down the line. You my man. yo, don't do me like that, bitch. Send me something.
Exactly, and I'm gonna do that.
Send baby girl something or whatever. But you got it, bro. I mean, that's the thing. That's part of the being when you.
And this dude,
that's
Jamar,
part of that.
sold
you know
the whole phone, man. So like me every last.
But I'm saying, for instance, when I told you when I got into my little situation, when I got into like a race, you know what I'm saying, like it was crazy because I was about to. Mind you, I ain't never been to no low.
Okay.
I never been to no low. So when I was at Bennettsville, I was probably like a couple years left. I was getting short.
So I got short your custody drop.
So I was about to go to Fort Dix. Everybody hit me at the Dix. They waiting for me. They got 2-3 cell phones for me. I'm going back. I'm ready, bro.
Movie.
So now, mind you, that's why I told you I don't really be on the Geo joint. I don't care about where nobody from. I respect man.
As long as you a man.
Mind you, it's this. He come on a violation or something. So now they coming to me. They like, yo. It's a boy come from Philly, whatever. All right, he got to meet me. You know the rules, the protocol. Tell him to come see me or whatever. He looking for you. You know, somebody in the home. He looking for you. All right, tell him I'm over here with it. I meet him, whatever. He like, yeah, I'm from North. I'm from such and such, wherever you supposed to be from. He like, yeah. What I said, damn. Oh, so you got a little accent or something. I'm like, he like, I've been living out VA for like 10 years or something. You know, that's why I'm living at now. I'm like, all right, you from VA, nigga. Once you going from the city from an X amount of stuff, especially over a dime, man, you from over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't. But long story short, me and him was doing business. Now, mind you, I had a cell phone, I had all that. Doing business. He was messing with the deuce and all that, smoking the deuce. I had it. You know what I'm saying? I had IDs with the joint or whatever. He like, coming from the street, he got his little street money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. He coming from the street. So, mind you, if I got a jack and all that, and my men are always going to use it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a time where it's going to be like, yo, bro, let's handle the business first. Let's get this these money sent. Let's do what we gotta do. Let's get this packages in order. Let's do that. Let's take care of the business.
Before we start having our
then we can
time.
party and do a bit. We can drink and all that later on. Let's handle this to get everything where it gotta go.
Prison, yo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about real like little prison business.
Let's get this together first. So he had come under the disguise like he trying to do some business or something, whatever. I gotta call my people, this and that. But when I come back in the joint, you still on the phone laughing and keep and all that. Like,
you know what? I have did it before.
Yeah, no, but I understand that.
I do want to get on there and call that girl, man.
Yeah, so this what I'm saying.
She probably didn't been answering from that regular jailhouse phone.
Yeah, now
you calling from a direct line.
But you fresh from the street. Just get the money sent and you cool. You could bip and bop later on. You know what I'm saying? But long story short is, we do business. Long story, I get him the dream, whatever. You know me, I ain't tripping. You the homie, whatever. I've been chilled around you for a little while. You on whatever you on. I ain't tripping. I got it. I ain't really tripping. Go ahead. Send it when you send it. I ain't gonna be on your line, yo, send it right at the second. Like, I ain't one of them type of people, yo, you cool or whatever, yo. If you we doing some type of business,
respect him,
I respect, especially you know what I'm saying, whatever. We did business before, he sent it, whatever. So he ain't send it, long story short. So now I'm with my gang or whatever. I'm running with my boy. I'm the top tier. I used to just play the top tier. I wasn't going out to sell really too much because I had a jack. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was chilling. I'm sitting on the top tier, run my whole movie from there. We got the drill, we got everything we need. You know what I'm saying? So he go, I used to just bed off and be drunk and all that. Yo, man, you ain't send that money. Yeah, huh? You fucked up like that? You pop. Yeah, you just came from the street. You talking all this big boy stuff. You ain't, it was only $350 you was supposed to send it. Yeah. Whatever, long story short, he end up ain't sending. I told him, yo, don't even worry about sending that joint. You can't, you cut. You burnt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He dealing with the Mexican. What's them other joint? I think he might have been MS-13. Yeah. So now he buying
Tango Blast or something.
Yeah,
like
so one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? So he buying a little deuce or whatever from him. You know what I'm saying? The K2 shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He buying that from him. He must have ran up a tad. Now, mind you, previous to this situation happened, a week or so before, my homie from New York, he got into it with a little Mexican. Mexican might owed him some bread about some deuce or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And he trashed him. Mm-hmm. And his people stood down. You see, his people ain't stood. Well, we thought they stood down. You know what I'm saying? So now, mind you, the situation. So he's doing business with the same Mexicans now. You know what I'm saying? He's doing business with the same Mexicans now. So it's like you run up a tab. So when he go to the store and go get what he was supposed to get, I probably was like $3 something worth of commissary or something like that. Yeah. Mind you, we on cell phones. We heavy on the cell phones. So you know how it be. Everybody want them batteries. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We need the batteries to charge the phone. You know what I'm saying? You got to make you a little battery pack and all that. So mind you, I got to connect in commissary where I'm getting my batteries by the box. You know what I'm saying? You know how they come. So I ain't
because they don't give you a limit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I got the commissary boy working down there and all that. He cutting me. Yo, he making his little bread like that. That's how he do it. Everybody, all the men that got the cell phones, he locking with him like that. You cool. But he come back. He regular boy. He can't get no batteries. He like, oh, the batteries was all sold out. X, Y, and Z. So the Mexican boy come to me like, so I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, damn, Bree, man, you know, he took my stuff. I told him don't take it. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't had the bread, this and that. I'm like, listen, bro, the batteries was out at the store. You know what I'm saying? He can't get it.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I got a pocket full of stamps, all that. I'm really about to cash him out. But now, mind you, boy owed me already. So I cut him off for real. I ain't really, but now, mind you, I'm telling main man, like, yo, what you want him to do? He like, all right. Mexican boy walk out the cell, slide, whatever. Boy come back like, yeah, man, he tripping, talking about we about to go to the hole and all that. I'm like, what you mean you going to the? I'm like, but I'm betting off him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you sound like you, like, what's up with you? Type time you on? All right, if you, whatever. You ain't, there's nothing you can do. You don't got the battery, so what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he like, psh, I can see in his face, he like a little, I'm like, what you, turkey, nigga? What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
He was.
He slide off. Now, mind you, I just got them charging my cell phone. So me and my man in the doorway, you know, we drinking our little white light and we doing whatever we doing, I'm chilling. I see a couple Mexicans come up top. Mind you, I'm in Dick's. Mm-hmm. I'm running my movie. I'm like, damn, I'm about to go to the Dick's. I'm getting everything ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to slide. I'm about to figure out who I'm going to sell. My man already about to send me the bread. He was trying to send me the bread for my phone and all that type. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, whatever. And I'm on my phone. I see these Mexicans coming up top tier. I'm like, you know, I ain't tripping. Cool. See him? When I stand up, these like locks on the belt and all that. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He trying to whop me. So I'm looking, you know, me. I got my drink on me and all that. So I'm like, oh, what's up? They walk past me. Main man must have been on the other side or something. They get the going on him with the lock on the belt,
banging it all off his head.
Bang, boom, 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 bang. What I got to do?
You got to jump in it. That's the homie.
A nut ass. He a nut ass. You know what I'm saying? So now, mind you, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Of a dude that really owed me a little few and all that. Mind you, I'm the head dude. I'm the only one from Philly like that's really like it ain't nobody from Philly. I'm at Bennisville. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody from Philly. Rest of my dudes from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? All that. I'm locked in with these. I'm locked in with the men. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But like I'm now, how it's gonna look to me? I'm that. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My man, he shocked. I see they whopping him. He can't take too many of this, you know what I'm saying? You know, them Jones is vicious.
Yo, them locks is dangerous than them knives I keep trying to tell everybody. That lock will make you forget your name.
Bro, so I'm like, dude, as soon as I see it, I'm like, look at my man. He looking at me. I'm like, man, just take my phone, man. Hold my phone down.
Shoot off to go ahead and initiate contact.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out. Boom, bang, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's getting crazy up there. We up there. So now, mind you, whoever was on top of him, I'm on them. You know what I'm saying? Airing them, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. He's like, I feel something hit my head. I'm like, I'm thinking when they told me or something, I turned, I'm like, I hit it again. Like, I'm working. It's getting crazy up this joint. I got to get him up my man. Like, I feel another joint. I'm like, oh. I turn around. Bull got the joint on the belt.
Whopping that head.
Whopping him. Hey, bro. I'm like, hold the fuck. I said, oh, this nigga hit me with it. I'm like, oh. But his joint, bro. His joint, like, I don't whop this nigga 2 times. This nigga ain't go down.
Yeah.
Me, my adrenaline rushing.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I see him on joint, I'm like, oh, nigga. He break. Choo.
Yeah,
he run.
Yeah.
He run in the cell, try to do it. I run in that joint, get with him. Now the CO's coming. They come in there, mace me all. My man, the bull. Now mind you, when I jump on a bull and whatever we go, the bull must get up and run.
The one that you're going up there to defend.
I go help this bull. The bull go and
help his damn
run.
self. He wouldn't help himself.
Now I'm up there in the mix. Now, you know, mind you, if I wasn't like a little, and now mind you, this blood all around this joint. It's slippery. I'm slipping. I got one shoe on out.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
messy.
We getting busy.
Yeah,
it's yard. People out the yard. A few of my niggas, they gone.
Yeah,
I got a few relevant niggas on the block that a few DC niggas don't really know what to do at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because they not in my car. You know what I'm saying? But everybody know I'm just a sturdy. I'm out here.
Everybody keeping it quiet, busy. Though. But
bro, I'm out here. I'm talking about putting it down. You hear me? Because
doing what you gotta do. Because you standing on business.
My adrenaline is rushing. I don't know what my looking like. I don't know what's going on with my joint. I see the shit on my shit, and people just like stuck. Yeah. I'm like, I run in the joint, boo. Long story short, next time I see boy, he pulling me out like, come on, bro. And people like, I'm like, I'm on, boy. You come back. I come. The COs got me and all that. Boom. I saw it now. I look down, my shirt leaking, whatever. They like, calm down, whatever. I'm going. I'm like, I see him. I'm trying to take off. I'm like, you just ran on.
Yeah.
He like, no, blood was in my eyes.
Blood was in my eyes.
You know what I'm saying?
It be the things like that, though, man. You got a whole bunch of them, man, throughout the system, man, that you got to be aware of.
Yeah,
to get you killed.
So man. That's what I'm just saying. You was like, so now, mind you, I carried it. Whatever I'm going to the hole now. So mind you, I'm somebody in this joint. So it's like, oh, it's automatically a race joint.
Exactly.
Now I got my Crip, I got blood from Jersey. Everybody, once they see going to the yard, once they get your word, like, yo, that's Bree. That was Bree back there.
Exactly. That just happened with.
So SIS, like, he's somebody. We don't know, because I be with so many, you know, a lot of my Jersey and all, they was Crips, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they was blood. You know what I'm saying? I had all type of.
And SIS people is guards that work inside of the jail that you know, that try to bust corrupt police officers or get out the sack, or they investigate inside the jail. They're not a CO. They're like their own brand of a police officer.
Yeah, like
they
top
when
of
you
the
see
top.
them come through,
you know it's
they coming through. Somebody told about some cigarettes or some phone or something. You don't see them all the time like how you would see a CO every day. No, when they pop out, somebody going to jail. Whether it be a convict going to the hole or a guard being walked off the compound, meaning they just lost their job because they was doing something illegal. But yeah, man.
Yeah, so they like, he's somebody, we don't know. Then mind you, they know the Philly joint. They know I got that on my joint. But they like, he be with so many like blood people. They don't know. So they like, damn, is he blood? Is he? They don't know. They just know chatter around the yard it's about to go crazy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, main man in there, he's somebody. Like, oh, everybody, they a little riled up about that. Like, yo, what's going on? You know, they come holler at me like, yo, I'm like, yo, ain't no issue, whatever. They now mind you, they about main man. He didn't his shit all broke up and something. I forgot what happened to him and all that. They got me on another side or something. I have to go to outside hospital. I probably got like 2 staples in my joint or something like that, whatever. I was glad my joint wasn't. I had couple little nicks and joints. I was like, alhamdulillah. Like,
yeah, like, cause that joint could have been punished.
That joint I done saw some crazy lock work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'm talking about
better than that knife work.
Man.
I keep trying to tell them, if you come in there playing around, you out here on the streets and you think you stepping and all that, and you cool, you might be stepping and getting your man and knocking him down. When you in there, everything is close combat. You're not getting away from it. It ain't no hiding from it. A man will grab you by your shirt and wind that joint up on your head. I'm telling you, like I'm
talking about them joints.
And it will dent your head in, man.
I'm talking about chunk. I saw some. You know how you got the turn joint, the combo joint? That joint, he had the joint with them. That joint had the middle on his head. That joint was crazy.
You seen the master on.
Hey, but listen, though, bro. Bottom line, I say is, I was on my way to a low. I was at this time. I had like 13, 14 years in or something. I was on my way to a low facility institution for the first time ever. One of the best institutions in BOP history. I was on my way to Fort Dix. I had, you know what I'm saying? Everybody waiting for me. Everybody was just, that's the place to be. That's like you back on the streets again. It's a couple minutes away from home, all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I'm getting sure I was going to go to a low and go home from there. Getting in that situation, I sat in the hole for, 6-9 months under investigation with it. FBI ain't want to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they said, I ain't stab him or whatever the case may be, whatever. It was a little situation, but they ain't put me no charges or whatever. I just sat in the hole, and they transferred me. They sent me to Raybrook from there, though. But I'm saying all that to say, you got to put yourself in situations in that joint where it'd be like, yo, you might have to be in a crazy situation, man. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might, not even because of you, for somebody else.
Somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? For somebody else.
That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know and you'll be in education. And I could did something with some Mexicans down the school, and they know this. They know we friends. They'll send a hit out, unbeknown to you, attack him while he in education. So my actions just cause you to get handled just like I will. And you don't even know. That's why when you walk with people in jail, you befriend people, make sure they are men. They ain't undercurrent using no dope, got vicious drug problems, old people, gambling, old people. These are things that can not only affect you, but affect the people that you walk with. Yeah,
because I just put my whole joint on the line. I jeopardized coming home. I jeopardized going to a low. That shit just pushed me back.
You put that all on the line for a coward.
It pushed me back. I lost so much good time, So
you supposed to come home October. Yeah, you come home July.
Yeah, like you got to think I got 188 months. When I came in, you know what I'm saying? I had 188 months. Off that I did 14 years. You know what I'm saying? So you know how much good time, you know what I'm saying? You know how much good time I lost.
You did it to the door.
So, and that shit was like, my people was sick about that. Like, yo, not only that, you got into a situation there, you can't even come home.
I bet your boy probably came home with D.
And then your nigga came home. So I say all that to say, man, whoever nigga, you know who he is. You I don't even know where you at though. But I saw you.
But he's somewhere Turkey and up.
But yeah, you Turkey. You a turkey, man. You know what's up with you, man. But I say all to say, man, jail is a place where it can make you or break you, like my man said. And we ain't glorifying nothing. We just trying to tell y'all what we've been through. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We've been through what we experienced. You know what I'm saying? From even as coming up to now, like jail. Right now, you know what I'm saying? My man I think he talked about a certain situation where he was that he had to go back or whatever. Nobody ain't going back. Niggas ain't trying to. I've been out here for almost, 5 years or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I came home with 2020, 2021 or something like that.
Yeah.
I fell in 07, 08. You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole little different movement for me. It was a type of joint. When I came home, when I was still probably running around doing my little 1-2 and all that ain't the move, man. You could do your little 1-2 and all that. You got to get that job. You got to focus on that career, something, a nice little joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my folks ain't on that. It's about the people you surround yourself with as far as you know what I'm saying? The support system is everything nowadays. My folks don't want me to on that type of time. Like,
yeah.
My folks was like, yo.
There's a lot of people that made it to the top without having a helping hand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But a helping hand is definitely needed, especially when it's a genuine helping hand. Somebody that want for you what they want for themselves.
Because I'm going to tell you.
That'll take you a long way out
coming from the trenches and coming from where we come from, it's like, you be
you
in these environments, man, that, you know, making the transition from being illegal, like, you know what I'm saying, the transition to turning legal, that is the hell of a
transition, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a transition.
That's a mental transition.
When you used to the lifestyle that you know the lifestyle is addictive. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't understand that. Getting fast money, getting that's addictive. You know what I'm saying?
Very addictive.
A lot of people don't understand
for
that.
For the crackhead, and it's addictive for the person itself.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like a lot of people was addicted to that, to getting the money, getting the fast money, getting all that. You know what I'm saying?
To break that cycle and to come over here, because this a tedious situation, man, because you just don't get thousands of dollars in abundance. You got to get up and grind every day. Yeah. You got to get up and grind. When you come from out that penitentiary and you say, man, you make that decision and say, man, I'm never going back in there. So in order for you to never go back in there, you got to arm yourself with tools that keep you from coming back in here. Yeah. And some of them tools are, you got to become successful underneath another limelight of you committing crime. Yeah. So then you got to get up. You got to motivate yourself. You got to want to do it. You got to know that there's going to be failure after failure after failure. There's going to be things there blocking your path. You got to know that the road continues on the other side of this crack. So you got to jump over it. Yeah, you understand? And that's a vicious transition.
And that's the important thing to me right now, because the men I surround myself with, the people I consider friends and close friends right now, they not on
going back in jail and
they
all
not
that.
on that. That shit is weird to everybody.
Nobody want to keep answering no calls and all that.
All my men
you got bills to pay. I got kids. And I might got 2-3 little broads.
We not on
you know how we get older.
That? You looking like that's John nutty. I've been away from my kids for 15 years. I felt the worst.
Man, I got homies that call me now that's good friend of mine. You know, and people call, you know, you might call a person 3-4 times a day. You don't got to do that. But we in jail, so we bored. Yeah. But the person out here, I catch myself sometimes, but oh man, this man. It might not even answer that time. Yeah. Not because I'm saying F him. I'm not saying that. It's because of who got time for that, man? No, but people got real live business.
But I say this all the time because I'm saying, like I said, man, free all my young boys, free all the guys, free everybody though. But like I say all the time, I got, for instance, you did time. You was time. So previous to all that, you got people that was doing time before all that. Mm-hmm. Before the people I met in jail, and now I got a. So mind you, when my phone ring every day, I got 15, 20 men I'm looking out for, taking care of. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm out here legal trying to do my, you know what I'm saying? I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I was just laid off.
Yeah, I ain't out here something that dope.
So it's like, it's a different respect level. Tap in with your folks sometime and just ask how they doing out this joint. Don't call and ask for a check all the time.
Exactly. Like. And that's what I did a lot, man. Like, every time I'm talking to my brother, one of them, yo, you got a little being for me, man. Everything ain't about
you can't call. You don't know what's going. We going through out here, man. Y'all going. We behind that joint. We came from it. I was. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Like I said, the transition is hard for us too. We adapting and adjusting and trying to. We figuring out along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me and him been through some shit. It was like you figuring out. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely doing his thing, and I give him motivation. Like, yo, listen, that's the type of people you want to surround yourself with. Like, yo, listen, do this, bro, or we gonna be on this, or we can. What you? No, I don't want to see you on that. I don't want you to, yo, I'm going to help you get this job, or I'm going to put you in position, or I'm going to bring you up to the podcast, or I'm going to do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody don't want to see nobody. It's about who you surround yourself with, the people. Everybody got to be on something, man.
But I think even when you in jail, it's about who you surround yourself with.
For sure.
Your walkie.
Yeah.
Your walkie is a reflection of who you
really are. Definitely.
walking the track with, you meeting out on that rec yard every day.
Yeah,
it's about because you got some cold-blooded clowns in there, bro.
Because like you said, even like for instance, come from the PA joint, like I was about to say when we said it, PA was the homie and all that, but he wasn't in us. It was me, you, him. That was me and you. You know what I'm saying?
Just was like one
he
of
was
them
just
weird
the homie.
homies.
He was outside of that. It was me, you, him, and old head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Old head gonna tell you that. He's my young boy. You know what I'm saying? Brian, he ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Bree, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's what it is. But everybody else was the homies. So we gonna carry around. We gonna make sure y'all straight. We gonna get y'all, make sure y'all cool.
Rock
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we gonna do that. But our
joint
joint was that where we was at, and that's the bound. You could see certain little weirdness. So you could know you know what I'm on. Like you could, you know what I'm saying? Kick with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Know that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, you gotta serve. It's about, like I said, you around people that got the game to the highest level, man. Sit around these dudes, man. Soak it up, man. Don't be get around them dudes and be like, whatever you want to choose to do, man. There's people that's doing that and then joining in and did it, then got successful at it, then made a little hiccup or whatever, and coming back and getting right back to it. And you know what I'm saying? So you could chop it up with dudes. You meet a lot of good dudes, man. It's gonna give you a lot of free game, man. Even out here, man. Get a little career, man. Get a little good job, man. Saying it's good, saying that you like enjoying doing. Anybody ain't saying, nigga, if you just trying to get some paper or whatever, yeah, good little McDonald's or whatever. But when it comes to choosing your career, definitely you gotta, you know what I'm saying, get something that you enjoy, man. That's what it's all about, man. You ain't gotta have all that out here, man. This shit's fake, man. You don't know who doing what out here, man. You ain't gotta have all that. Take care of your family, man. Pay them bills, man. Live life, man. That's what it's about.
All right, man. Y'all heard it here first, man. Tales from the jails, man. Bree, I'm glad you came up, man. Put South Philly on deck today.
Yeah, Fish Street.
You got to come back, man, because we got to talk about that time when we was in the rec yard and you almost had us go to war with the Mexicans. You just always want to go to war with some Mexicans for some reason, but we can't give it to you all at one time. Me and my man got months and years of stories.
I had pain in me, man. I was pain, man.
Everywhere you turn, pain. And then the only way to get this across is to, let this pain out, man. Yeah, like we come from hard backgrounds, man, but we're showing you that we can use this and turn this pain into positive energy, man. Tales from the jails, man. Y'all heard it here first.
I'm revisiting certain times of life that I wasn't too fond of.
Well, like somebody tell you, yo, meet me in the cell and all that?
No, but I'm talking about stuff other than that.
Okay.
How about a guard turn you to going?
Oh, yeah, or bend over.
Or
cough and all that?
Well, yeah, you go through parts of that.
Okay.